Hello awesome people, what is going on? It is BradPhusion here and welcome back to more Ascension. So in the last episode I asked you guys what exactly I should do with the black ship you see right in front of me, whether I should salvage it, convert it over to a ship itself, or merge it with this station we have here. And sorry about my water bottle popping in the background there, I just took a sip before recording. So oddly enough, all you guys were rather actually even with all your answers there, so it was really hard to actually decide. However, I feel that the decision I'm going to make right now is probably the best one, as it allows me to to show off a little bit more of my creative side, as well as exploring a few things I never really much had the chance to explore. So, in this video, I will be stripping down this black ship completely, and I will be building my very own Icarus in this world. However, it will be a newer Icarus that is retrofitted with a larger reactor, larger thrusters, and even a Stargate so we can travel back to here. Now, I have had to remove the refinery and the assemblers from the Icarus itself, and that isn't the biggest problem because I can use the Stargate to transport materials from the Icarus back to the station. So my idea is to have two main ships or stations. The Icarus, which is used for exploration and mining, because I will be taking Kara with me, and Kara will most likely be equipped with a drill, or hell, I could maybe make another ship once I get enough materials at a later point. But I will be taking Kara with me, as she will be mounted on the side. But anyway, any materials gained, I'll use the Stargate to come back to here, and this station will be primarily focused on refining and assembling materials. If I find or create any other stations at a later point, they can serve other functionalities or features, or I could just simply work on this one as being my home base. So I'm going to have a home base and I'm going to have my ship. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to replace Kara's, right now her welders, I think she has one welder and one grinder. I'm going to replace her welder with a grinder and simply grind down this ship completely. I'm trying not to lose as many resources as I possibly can, and that way we can gain as much as we can, and then we can start the production on the Icarus. Now, the one thing I realize is the construction requirements for the Stargate on the Icarus, and that actually requires me to have something called Naquada, which is from the Stargate series. This is not exactly found in the world. You have to actually make this. Now, I don't know how to make this other than the fact that I know I need the production facility. What this actually requires to go inside of it, I don't know. It might require a certain ore to be converted over to another ore. I'm not entirely too sure about that. So we might have to create this inside the station here and use that to produce Naquada. That way I can actually make a Stargate on top of Icarus. Anyways, enough talking, because I feel you guys don't want to hear me ramble on about my ideas. Instead, you guys actually want to see them. So let me actually get to that right now. So the welder is currently empty, so I am going to be changing this over to the grinder right now. And I don't need a hand, I don't need that big of a grinder in my hands. I need one of these smaller ones so I can actually make one. So yeah, I feel that's the best idea, because like I said, that way we can have two main stations and not have to cram everything into one ship. And I feel having an exploration ship is great. That way we can travel back and forth between here and expand upon this like massively. Like I can have all the front out here expanded out with even more refineries and assemblers, just mass production basically. And I think that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, now that we've gotten rid of that, let me get the actual grinder out here. And Kara, for the first time in her life, will be a dedicated grinding vessel. We just need two more motors for that. It's odd, there's not very much difference between the grinder and the actual welder, other than the fact that it needs two motors, which is a little strange, but not too big of a deal. We do have enough components. I hope I'm going to have enough components to make the Icarus from stripping down the ship, because the Icarus uses the heavy armor. I do have the blueprint, but we don't have the projector for it, so I'm not entirely too sure how this will work out. I can build a projector, obviously, and that would work out fine. I actually don't have a seat for myself. That's not a big deal. We can, well, I can sit on Kara, can't I? I'm an idiot. We'll sit on Kara, we'll use Kara mostly, and that is all going to be fine and dandy. Okay, so grab the grinder here. Let us undock here, reverse out. Kara is extremely fast when going upwards for whatever reason. I should also point out, actually, let me go back down to the ground here so I can actually get out and demonstrate something. You might see on this door here, it's a little bit bugged. Like, you can actually see the panels here, and if I actually look at the door in the right way, you can actually see them close like that. I don't know what that is. There was actually a patch just before this video started, a actual update for the game, that I think may have broke this, because you can see it on this one as well. They all seem to be off-centered. It shouldn't affect too much, But it is a little bit weird in itself. So hopefully you guys don't mind that too much. It's not me, it's the game having either broken or been updated. So anyway, I'm going to start from the top down, destroying anything that isn't really essential. That way we can destroy the reactor last and take all our uranium out of it. So I am going to start from the top to the bottom, like so, and take, like I said, take off bit by bit. So I will fast forward through this, and I will see you guys in a second. Okay, so welcome back everyone. The grinding of the black ship is now completely done. The ship is now completely grinded down and there is nothing left, and I swear if Space Engineers was any more grindier, it would have microtransactions, and that is a joke for people who didn't initially get that. It would be strange seeing Space Engineers as a free-to-play game with microtransactions, or even a free-to-play game itself. I wonder how that would actually work. Whether it would be simply because you can't really do cosmetics in this game. I mean, you kind of could. Maybe mod access will be limited. Anyway, actually, how do you guys think Space Engineers would handle being a free-to-play game? Anyways, leave me your answers down in the comments down below whilst I continue doing what I was going to do. So that took me about a little over an hour to get the whole thing done. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting it to take that long, so I have cut down the fast-forwarding segment just a bit, so you guys don't have to worry about sitting through a whole hour of fast-forwarding. But anyway, so I'm going to get the projector built, and maybe the actual generator that we need to build the Stargate. So I don't have any materials on me, but I can simply get them from Kara, because Kara does have a lot inside of her right now. So also, I should have pointed out before, I did actually build a battery just in case it was going to be necessary. Just in case the station powered off or anything like that, we would have a battery here ready to use. And actually, I will use that right now by going to semi-auto, and that should use the battery for about, oh well, 15 hours apparently. So we have a lot of life, unless we start using the refineries or the assemblers. Anyway, I'm hoping this generator thing will fit in somewhere nice and neatly. I don't think so. I think it, what is it? Is it too tall? No, it should fit there. Oh, because I don't have any steel plates on me. I'm an idiot. Let me grab out the steel plates and then we'll try fitting this in, and we should be good to go. So, yeah, here would be fine, but that means I can't access the refinery, and I kind of really want the refinery access. If I could stick this up on the wall somewhere, where it's kind of out of the way, but not really out of the way, if that makes any sense. Or maybe... No, because that means I would then have to go through the refinery to get that done, but I can stick it up there, and that would be okay. It looks a little funky. I mean, then again, this whole thing is a little funky nonetheless. Where's a good angle? Actually, something like that would be okay. Or, because it's got an access point on the, what side is that? Let me have a look. Right there and at the back. So, I mean, I could stick it like that, but that, again, would mean I'd have to redirect everything through the something to get to the refinery. Unless we build something on the outside that allows me to do that. I will just build it here for now, like so. That seems fine. It actually looks really interesting. You have a tank up there. I guess that's where you put everything inside of it. But nonetheless, we'll go to build this now. So we need small steel tubes, construction components, and so on and so forth. I'll get this quickly done. And then we will probably build the projector, which will then contain the blueprint needed to create the new Icarus here. So right now I'm just welding all these steel plates, which seems to be taking a very, very long time. Once it's done, I'll grab out what we need, or the rest of what we need. So we need 20 small steel tubes and 35 construction components. This should all be in here. I have filled up a few containers and built a few more containers, simply because of the necessity of space. Anyway, so you guys can actually see I built 3 of them over there. Anyway, I'll just quickly checking 20 small steel tubes. I don't think there was any inside of this here. Was there? No, there was. There was 20 in here. Awesome. And I've had to empty out the drills multiple times. Not too many. I came back about 2 or 3 times here to get all this done. 8 metal grids. I know I'm doing this one by one, but it's a lot easier doing it like this. 12 large steel tubes. I believe this has them. This has almost everything we need, which is great. I could build a welder on Kara to get this done, but I really can't be bothered. 2 displays, 25 motors. That's something that we might be lacking, actually. I know we have 2 displays. If we have exactly 2 displays in here. Do we have... How many do we need? We needed 25. Okay. Because I know you have 20. And you should have... yes, 25. Sweet! Okay. That's great. And we need 16 computer, which I can grab from here. Actually, that's 13 computer. We need 1. We need 3 more. 3 more. Sweet. And we go with 3, and there we go. Now we have a generator, and now I can actually see what this thing requires to actually get everything done, to get us started on our production here. So we can access this, and this requires any item accepted by... well, that doesn't help. I don't know what is it. It definitely needs ingots of some sort. I'm not too sure what ingots it requires. I don't think uranium. That would be odd if it did require uranium, though. It might not surprise me. Let me stick in 1 bar of uranium, just to test to see if this is actually what it requires. If not, we'll then have to find what resource it does require. Nobody spoil this for me in the comments down below, because I think this might be my next quest, essentially, and to try to figure out what this thing actually... so it isn't uranium. Okay. That's, I know it wouldn't be my grinder, but I figured I'd try it out. Do we have any other ore? Or any other metallic bars? We have iron. We wouldn't use iron. Iron's too common of a resource for it to convert over into anything special. No, it definitely isn't iron. So it's not iron and it's not uranium. I'm kind of glad I got those out of the way, just to clarify and just to double check that. I don't think I have anything else on me. But, okay, that's fine. Like I said, we still have to figure out what resource we need, and we can find them via using Kara as a mining vessel and taking it over to one of the asteroids. I actually really want to go to either that asteroid over there, because that one feels closer than the rest. I think either that one or that one's close as well. But I want to go over to that one again, because I swear in the first episode when I was flying towards that one, I could have swore that I saw something at this one over here. I'm not entirely too sure. I don't think there is anything there, but I just want to go check that out nonetheless. So we're good to go on everything, actually. We're almost ready to start production. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick the projector out here somewhere, so I can actually position the ship a little bit easier. And I'll get that done in just a second. Let me quickly save the game here. That might cut the music out in a second. Okay, and we are saved. Sweet. So let me, like I said, let me go grab the projector from... well, actually, let me just place it down first and see what we actually need for it. Where is the projector? I haven't really had too much experience using this. I did try using it, obviously, at the end of my Eternal Darkness series. It didn't really turn out too well. It wasn't exactly the worst thing in the world, either. So I'm going to place it this way. And we need steel plates. We don't actually need too much to build this. I would have thought for what seemed to be like an endgame item, you would need a little bit more than what we're using anyway. So 20 of you, I can't remember, 21 typically. 4 construction components. So we'll grab one more. Okay, well, that's fine. 20 of you. Why did I grab 24? My mind right now is just all over the place after doing an hour of welding without having an air conditioner on. 2 large steel tubes, 1 motor, and 2 computer. Okay, we need 2 of you. Large steel we don't have any motors or computers in that one, so we need to grab them from over here. No biggie, but we can do it rather simply. So we need 2 of you and 1 motor, which is not in there, but should be in here. Indeed it is. 1, there we go. Okay, sweet. So now we should be able to build this out here, like I said, so we can actually position this rather nicely and get everything. Well, also I need to put it further out so Kara could actually get out when we initiate the welding. But anyway, this is getting set up here. Once this is set up, we will use the station to kind of orientate it, hopefully rather nicely. So, you guys haven't seen this redesign yet. I'm pretty sure I haven't really shown anyone, maybe a few people that were in my stream chat at the time. I thought it would be kind of cool, so I decided to show them. Anyway, the projector here, we can't really see what this requires, so that kind of sucks. But we can go through the blueprints here, and we can select the Icarus rework. There we go, let's go OK. And now, oh, a little bit of a lag spike there, but you guys can see the bottom part of the ship, rather sadly. I didn't really want to show you guys the bottom part of it. I really want to rework this without having to disappear too much, so we can kind of do this here, I think. I wish I had a seat. You know, I should build a temporary seat just so I can see this a little bit better. But that would make it a little bit harder. I'll just stand here and do this. I'll quickly fast forward so I can get this set up in the easiest or best way possible. So it needs to be flipped around. Like so. So we need to do a... Okay, finally, this thing has now been lined up. This is a pain in the ass, not because I can't figure out the controls of the projector, but simply because it doesn't update when you rotate it. So you have to rotate it and then change its offset value to actually get it to update. And even then, it still displays it wrongly with throwing pieces all over the place. I mean, even now that I've actually, at least what I'm hoping is lined up, there's still pieces all over the place, and it's an utter mess, and I don't really like using the projector because of this reason, but in this instance, it's hopefully going to help me, and hopefully I'm not going to randomly be welding pieces in outer space. I mean, maybe if I reload the world it might be fixed, I don't know, but for now, this seems to be lined up, and I will be welding it come the next episode. So, thank you guys for watching. If this episode is a little bit short, I do apologize. This episode has been taking me about 2 hours or so to make in total. So, at least this is just 2 hours of recording. Editing is going to take even longer. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy the music in today's episode. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. And stay awesome, everyone.